Hi, hello, welcome back. I'm Sophie and I'm pole dance, fitness, and yoga instructor. And today I would like to share a bit more about myself and what kind of training you can have with me online or offline. So, in general, I've never thought that I will be instructor. It wasn't my some childhood dream at all. I wanted to be psychologist in the huge corporation, to be that super cool HR person who helps to integrate, who helps to feel better in the corporation, who does some team buildings, who does integrations like a proper one, and like I help employees to feel good in the company. I help them to if they have some issues in their families and so on and so on. So, like corporate in psychologist on a high, like top level. So I started psychology, and I really wanted to be that person. However, life happened. I moved to another country, and without language, of course, I couldn't do this kind of job. And in that moment, my english wasn't so good, and in that country where I am now, to know english is not enough. You still need to have a good knowledge of local language, let's say. So, and yeah, it's fucking psychology. It's like it's very difficult to be a good professional outside of your country, or to work with people who speak a different language, not because of language. You can learn language, but to understand context, to understand context, it's very difficult. You need to live in some country, you need to really speak a lot with local people and so on, to understand some like roots, to understand deeper these people. Nevertheless, the life happened. I moved, and I started working in different professions. At the beginning, I needed to go back to some basic works like receptionist, waiter, and so on and so on. Because of law, because of some other issues and so on, which I didn't know, and like a time ago, I didn't think about this all details. And I'm still a very romantic person, and I was like, I'm leaving this country, I'm moving to another one because of love, because of, yeah, usually it's just because of love. That's the biggest motivation in my life. It's love. So I moved, and because of some issues, legal issues, I started working in this different, bit more difficult jobs, because it's very difficult to be a waiter if you don't really feel that vibe. Nevertheless, after that, I moved to big company, let's say, and I started being a export manager, meaning I was working with selling. I was good enough with that, but I didn't like it. I don't really like office job. Yes, I wanted to be a psychologist in a huge corporation. That is different. I imagine that I worked as I want in some time, which comfortable for me. But here at the office, from 8 to 4, I didn't feel comfortable. I felt that I'm stuck and definitely selling some things which I don't really truly believe. It's hardcore for me. Yes, money was good, but I didn't feel so good in that. I felt that in few years, as like I worked there, I became like much older, like in not nice way, if you know what I mean. Because like you sit all the time, it's just sad. Super sad. You go to work for 1 hour at least, then you sit 8 hours, then you go back home for 1 hour, and you sit all the time, and mentally you're so tired that you don't really want to go to some gym or some classes anymore. It's pretty painful. However, I do pole dance already 12 years, I would say even 13 years, and I love it. I love pole dance so badly. You cannot even imagine how I like just fall in love with that sport. And all the time, I did some job as an instructor, as a pole dance instructor, and when I was student, it was fun. It was just like some money from the side. It was cool. Then later, when I moved here through this pole dance, I tried to find some friends. Let's say I also tried to work as a pole dancer, but here in that country, that sport it's not so huge, so no one could offer me a job like full time job. Most studios are just not big enough to offer that. So yeah, but I found some friends, which is great. And I worked like a little bit time to time. Later, I started doing my classes from pole dance while working in the office, which was also okay and fine to have two jobs. Why not? Even more money. But yeah, at the same point, I realized that I have students. I have enough, and like I have students. I really enjoy to work with them. I will be sad if I don't have my own groups. However, I didn't have enough time for myself anymore. So I needed to choose to continue to do these group trainings and work at the office and just say bye bye to my body, to my some ambitions, or to quit some of the job. And I did it. And during that process, I also had a huge luck because one of organizations helped me to get two to get two diplomas. Let's say it's a fitness instructor and a yoga instructor. So I did two courses in 2 years, and I got some extra knowledge, let's say, about these things. So I could also add it to my offer. And right now I work as a pole dance instructor, as a stretching instructor. Fitness I do only privately, and also I offer yoga instruction. And I have knowledge from these disciplines, which is amazing, and I still combine all of them, and it's amazing to have more than one expert knowledge, because you just mix it and you create your own very original way to train people. So yeah, to be instructor, it's cool. I really like it. It's not dream work for me, as you already heard. However, I found that it's only one way what I want to do right now, because I work with women all the time, mostly, and it's very pleasant for me because girls are just super fun and cool. Um, I really like this vibe. It's very nice vibe. Um, and what else? And I still, as a psychologist, I really wanted to help people to feel better in the company, to feel better in their private life, to just feel better in their own bodies and minds and brains and everything. And at some point, I feel this purpose of my life. I help women to feel better in their bodies. I hope that I bring some energy and some other point of view, because as an outside person, I see them differently. I see them on a training, and I can say how great they are, how cool they are, because they already on the training. They already care about the care of their bodies and self-esteem and some like health in general. So I believe that I also help them to see themselves in different perspective and just remind them how cool they are. So from that perspective, I really like that job. Honestly, it's super cool and amazing to do that thing offline, and I really hope and I believe that you will help me to spread a bit more and be also an online instructor. I found this very difficult to be online, to be on YouTube, to be on Instagram, because it's a lot of work and you don't really have feedback from that side. So it's very frustrating, I would say. What else? To be instructor, it's difficult because you don't have a lot of money. Definitely not. Of course, if you like top and I don't know, you have maybe luck, you have proper team to work with, and so on and so on. So you can have a lot of money, but usually you don't. So I don't have enough money to live the life which I maybe lived before when I was working at the office. I have no idea will I have similar life at some point in my life. This is a very big minus. And the second big minus for me that I'm working with my body, and my body becomes tired. So sometimes I don't really have enough maybe energy and motivation to train, like to do my training in a way. So it's two minuses which I found in that profession. But from the biggest and huge pluses I have that I work with women. Mostly I have really amazing women because I do pole dance, I do stretching, I do some exotic sometimes. So very specific type of women come to me. They already want something extra. They are ready for some extras. They are ready to be a bit different. They are ready to be like explore something interesting, something more specific, and so on. So they already have some vibe of ambition women, and I'm really happy, and I'm really glad to work with this kind of women. And I super happy to see their transformations. It's just the best of the best when you see that you actually change someone. It's just super amazing. Super amazing feeling. I wanted to share that because I feel it's important to know some background of the instructor which you follow. It's not a video for like getting thousand and thousand views, 10,000 views, and so on, but it's a video for people who already watch me, who already watch my videos, and the people who maybe like would like to understand me better, to understand what kind of person is behind all these videos and trainings. I've never thought about being instructor. I didn't want to be instructor from small age, from young age, but I definitely found that profession like a luxury. A luxury because I can help others just a little bit, tiny bit, and I mostly help women, ladies, to feel better in their own bodies, and I learn them. I teach them. I learn a lot from them, but I also teach them to move in that very specific way, where they feel powerful but feminine at the same time. And this is what I really want to give them. I want to give them power. I want to give them the feeling that they are super strong, they are super cool, and at the same time they are super super sexy. That's my goal for now as an instructor. And in general, my trainings, it's all about discipline, it's all about sweating, it's all about really hardcore. Like, yeah, why you even go to the training? Like, it's so it's a bit different topic, but I will tell that because I feel it's I have a bit too much. You also will find a lot of videos on my YouTube channel where I say like, yeah, let's chill, let's relax. You don't need to feel any pain and blah blah. Like some let's say mobility yoga routines where you just move a little bit and so on. But in general, I believe that if you go to training, you have to push, you have to sweat, you have to feel your fucking body, you have to feel that pain, and you have to understand that after this pain you will have a great results. It's not all about shaping your body, it's not about have a good fit shape and to be healthy. It's all about your mind. You become disciplined through your body. What I'm trying to say, that body, it's only one thing which you can less more control, and once you put on it some discipline, you put some activities on that, you have really nice feeling of controlling. You cannot control anything around you. You can think that you can, but you cannot. The reality is that you cannot control it. And the tiny amount of things what you can control, it's some percentage of your body and a little bit of your mind, of your brain. So discipline actually creates a better and more stable feeling of controlling. So that's, and this control creates some peace. That's what I believe, that's why I'm training. I'm looking for this very specific peace and feeling that I can control. So thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm happy to share my thoughts, not just my trainings. If you like to sweat, if you feel that some of my thoughts have similarity with your ideas and thoughts, let me know. It will be really cool if you hear and if you have some positive insights after my speech. Let me know, because it's important for me to have people around me which who actually think in the same way as I do. It's a very powerful feeling, and I want to know that we are together and we're ready to sweat, even online through YouTube. We will sweat together and we will push and we will get great results. See ya.